great. Welcome to another vlog. I am in Oakland right now, going to a Barnes & Noble. Just got done with the weekend, helping my friend out pick out a wedding dress, and I'm on my way back home, which is a 6-hour drive, and I figured I'd kind of treat myself to some book shopping. Since we don't actually have like a larger bookstore in my area. We used to have a Borders before they went bankrupt or closed. So yeah, figured I'd go to an Oakland Barnes & Noble. I usually go to the one in Santa Rosa, but I wanted something a little different, and I was actually going to go to San Francisco and see if I could go to a small town or a smaller bookshop there. But after being a passenger in a car driving through San Francisco, I don't have the courage or balls or confidence to drive in San Francisco. You're lucky to see me driving around here in Oakland. So let's go check it out. I'm in a different location, mostly because I can't do city parking. It freaks me out. I was parked in a garage. I didn't know how it worked. I had prepaid before I got in my car and I didn't know if there was a time limit or something. So I'm out of Oakland now. I am in Rohnert Park, which is just south of Santa Rosa. Is that technically Sonoma? I don't know. Don't ask me. But I stopped at a Safeway, walked around for a bit. I slept funny last night, and like my thigh feels numb, and like my legs ultimately just been hurting kind of throughout this drive so far. But I also got a refreshing drink, some snacks for the road because I still have 4 hours to drive before I can get home. But I figured I'd show you what I got from Barnes & Noble. What I appreciate about Barnes & Noble is that they have more than just books. Not that they need any sponsorship or anything. And I get that, like, aside from Amazon, they're pretty much the devil. But what I appreciate about them is that they have games, and not just like, Scrabble or cribbage, which is fine. Ultimately, sorry, there's like a lot of people in this parking lot, and I'm still weirded out with filming in public. Also, why I didn't get very much B-roll within Barnes & Noble. But I appreciate their games because they have complex like RPG tabletop games, which I really like. And of course, I found one called Windfall. I'll get some better clips of that. But basically, it's like you harness the wind and master the skies, which essentially just sounds like I'm colonizing the skies. And I'm realizing a lot of games like this are basically colonizing something. So like there was another one that looked really interesting that I want to get for myself. This one is actually for my friend's fiance. who I'm also good friends with. His birthday was recently, and I haven't gotten him a gift yet, so this was going to be his gift. Unfortunately, because I'm already in Sonoma, I'm not. I'm like 3 hours away from them and need to get home, so I'm gonna have to mail it, which is fine. But yeah, there was another one called Aquatica that looked interesting. I particularly really like anything to do with underwater marine life, despite having a fear of deep ocean or like swimming in anything that I can't see the bottom to. But that's essentially like you are sea king and you are to expand your empire, which sounds like colonizing. So there's that. The books I got, I found this, which I'm really excited about. It's a nonfiction. It is Abalone, The Remarkable History and Uncertain Future of California's Iconic Shellfish by Ann Vileisis. I love the cover. I did my own abalone illustration, and I've been curious about this mostly because abalone fishing where I'm from, which is more northern California, so people often mistake the Bay Area for northern, and I consider that central because I'm closer to the Oregon border and 6 hours away from San Francisco. But we have red abalone up there, but we recently had to suspend our abalone diving because the numbers are too low, and their abalones aren't big enough. And so unfortunately this is because of one, overfishing, but also like due to just ocean changes. There's there's just not enough numbers, and unfortunately our neighbors to the north in Oregon has had their abalone diving suspended for what they said was going to be a couple years, and it's going on 6 or 7 now. So there's fear that this is going to be with Northern California as well, along in Humboldt County. So I've been wanting to know more about this, and I figure this book is a great way to figure it out, to learn more. The next book I found, I was super excited about, is The Book of Dragons, edited by Jonathan Strahan, illustrated by Ravina Kai, who is one of my favorite book cover illustrators. I want to say this is like a collection of stories about dragons from all over the globe. So I don't know if it's necessarily an anthology or just like, I'm not sure, but it's like I've been curious about this book for a while, and I've been like, it's been on my radar online for a bit, but never like clicked the button to put it in my checkout. So when I saw it in Barnes & Noble, I just wanted to get it. Typically when I go to Barnes & Noble, I like finding things that I don't normally find at my own bookstore. So like the abalone thing, I like just kind of having things pop out to me like that. So the Book of Dragons kind of did that for me. And then of course I got one that I've been needing, because I got one of the ones in the series, and turns out it's like the third book, but that is The Last Wish by Andrzej Spkowski. So this is the Witcher series, and I got the wrong one the last time I went to the store. So I found the first one, and I'm excited to eventually get started with that series. What I had actually wanted to do too, I was looking at the graphic novels and the manga, and had actually wanted to get into some manga again, because I used to read it back when I was in middle school, high school, and then had this weird idea when I was going to college, thinking I needed more mature books, so I got rid of my whole collection of not only manga but my books at the time. And now I'm realizing I'm wanting to buy some of those back. But yeah, I've been wanting to get into manga. Manga has been increasing in popularity on BookTube, but for just like my own enjoyment too, because I really did enjoy it when I did read it. And so there was like some series that I recognized at Barnes & Noble, like The Black Butler, which I super want to read, and Death Note, and some other ones that like were familiar to me from middle school and high school. However, like none of the first volumes were there, which was a bummer. And I wasn't too keen on grabbing one from one I haven't heard of yet. So just because I feel like with mangas in particular, because there's so many in a series, or can be, I didn't want to just go willy-nilly. I don't know why I'm so hesitant with it going willy-nilly into a series, but I'm okay with it for a regular book. I'm not sure. Want to do more research on that. But yeah, that is my book haul from the Oakland Barnes & Noble. That was on Bay Street, which was pretty cool. So yeah, if you've made it this far in this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the like, thumbs up, hit the like button. If you have yet to do so already, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell icon to get notified when I post more content. I need to start getting back home because I need to work tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video very soon. Chew.